Okay, this is a really vulnerable post for me. It's something that has me worried, losing sleep, and I want to be completely honest and transparent with you. This is not a sales pitch. This is something that so many of you have been just so kind about, being so excited about my book coming out. And we're really at the final stages now. I think it should be ready for you probably as early as next week. So let me just back up, and I'm just filming this as soon as I got home from the gym. Tim and I were talking about it when we were at the gym and how to kind of adjust your expectations maybe. Because as we were doing the final stages to make the book available for you on Amazon yesterday, we knew the book was going to be expensive, but we didn't realize how expensive it was going to be. So let's talk about this. I want to put it in the context of some other yin books, which if you don't have already, you should definitely have. So let's talk about a book like Insight Yoga, which is one of probably my most favorite yin yoga book. This book costs about $22. So does Brightening Our Inner Skies, and so does Gabrielle's book, The Language of Yin. You definitely need all these yin yoga books. They're fantastic. So let's talk about the differences. All of these books are half the length of my book. They're all around the 200-page mark. My book is 400 pages, 404 pages. That means that it's twice the number of pages to print, and it costs more money to print more pages. So that's one of the things. The other things is a book like Sarah Powers' Insight Yoga is printed by a traditional publisher who prints a fantastic publisher. I love this publisher, Shambhala, an amazing publishing company. So what they do is they print tons of books, and they benefit from economy of scale, and they print tons of books at very small price, and then we get to benefit from them. And then they're also a big distribution company, and we benefit from that economies of scale. When I'm somebody like myself, I get to benefit from somebody amazing like Amazon. And so because all of my students are all around the world, I can tap into a company like Amazon, print on demand with them, and then I can tap into the fact that they have a website where you can search and find my book, so I'm paying for that. I get to tap into the fact that they can distribute the book. They have an amazing distribution system all over the world. I get to tap into the fact that they can ship all over the world. And if I were to, first of all, I just don't have deep enough pockets to print a ton of books. I have no idea how many of you are going to buy this book and then maybe have to stack them. Like, I live in a small apartment. I have nowhere to store them. And then to try and put a price on shipping them all over the world, it's just not possible for me. So I'm so grateful to Amazon to take on those costs. But it does come at a cost, and the end consumer ends up paying for that, which is such a great thing to have available to us. It's like YouTube. I'm so grateful to YouTube that I can just put my videos there and you guys get to have them all over the world. It's the same thing with this book. I got to spend the last 5 years focusing on this labor of love, and then I get to put this book on Amazon, and they do all the heavy lifting of letting you be able to find it, letting you be able to order it, and letting you be able to receive it all over the world. So you get the picture. The point is, this book is gonna be like 3 times the cost of all of these other books. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One is the length. It's 4 times as long. The other reason is it's in full color. And these things cost us. And I could tell you tons of other reasons why it's of value to you, but I just wanted to manage those expectations before it comes out, because honestly, when we looked at the sticker price, I don't think we took into account the royalties that Amazon takes, which they deserve for building that incredible platform. And if we were to sell it at like its minimum price, we would have made 30 cents a book. And it was already a big ticket price. So we decided to pay ourselves a little bit. We decided to pay ourselves a little bit a book because there were costs all along the way. Like we spent 5 years writing it. Tim did all the photography. We brought in models. It took, we had an editor working on it with us. We had a designer who spent a long time with it, back and forth, back and forth. You guys heard me talk about that. So we decided to compensate ourselves like more than 35 cents a book. So I just wanted to manage those expectations before the book came out because we had sticker shock. And as I said, I've been losing sleep over it over the last night. We tried to make it fair, but it is like way more expensive than most books on Amazon. And like, I feel bad about that, but I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing this to try to sell thousands of books. If you feel that you want to buy it, great. But it's just been a dream of mine to write a book my whole life. And yeah, I guess I don't have a lot more to say than that. I just felt I needed to speak what's on my heart about this. And also just to say, I'm sorry it costs so much. That I am very thrifty. Tim and I are both very thrifty with our money, and it wasn't our intention for it to cost so much. So, and that's all the tears there's going to be about this book. After this, we celebrate, okay? Thank you all so much for your support, and after this, we celebrate.